A very warm welcome to Explore Science. This is Nikita to ease your learning. In this lecture number 4 of digestion and absorption, we are going to study the tooth. Our teeth are having ectomesodermal origin, which means that some portion of the teeth is derived from the ectoderm and some portion is having the mesodermal origin. Now the portion that is having ectodermal origin is the enamel, which is the hardest substance of our body. The portion having mesodermal origin is the dentine that comes after the enamel. And in the first lecture we have studied that humans are having thecodont type of dentition. That means that our teeth are embedded in the socket of the jawbone, and the upper jawbone is known as the maxilla and the lower jawbone is known as the mandible. Now our teeth are embedded in that bone by a cementing layer which is composed of cementocytes. Now the teeth is differentiated into three parts mainly. The first one is the crown. It is the outer part of the tooth exposed outside the gums. Next is the neck region. It is a small region, internal part of the tooth which is embedded inside the gums. They are in level with the gums. And the third part is the root region. It is the part of tooth that is inserted inside the socket of jawbone, which is known as alveoli. Now the point to be noted here is that between the root and the bone, between the root of the teeth and the bone is a membrane which is known as periodontal membrane. Now we will study about the enamel first. We have studied that it is ectodermal in origin, and it is secreted by ameloblast cells. It is white in color. Now what gives it white color are the calcium salts, because it is composed of calcium salts, mainly the salts of phosphates and the carbonates and the fluorides. It makes up to 96% of the enamel. Now fluorides are also essential for enamel, but if it is excess in quantity, it will deteriorate our teeth. Then 3% of water is found in the enamel, and it is having protein also, namely the keratin and the osine protein. We know that osine is the protein of bones, and we should know that the enamel is the dead region of our teeth. Now next comes the dentine, which is the living part of our teeth. We have studied that it is having mesodermal origin. It is secreted by the cells known as the odontoblast cells. Then it is slightly yellowish in color. It surrounds the pulp cavity. Cytoplasmic processes of the odontoblasts in dentine, they are embedded, and those processes are known as canaliculi. So these cells, odontoblasts, are the dentine secreting cells. Cytoplasmic processes of odontoblasts are embedded into dentine in the form of fine tubule. These processes are called canaliculi. So the teeth continue to grow till the odontoblast cells will remain active. In adults, the pulp cavity shrinks and the odontoblast become inactive. So the teeth stops to grow. That is why after we are adults, we don't get the teeth again. But the children get the teeth again after their milk teeth are went off. Next comes your pulp cavity. Now it contains the connective tissue, blood capillaries and the nerve fibers. Okay, and it provides nutrition for the growth of odontoblasts. The aperture from which the blood capillaries, nerve fibers are entering this pulp cavity, that aperture is known as the apical foramen. Now you can summarize the structure of tooth in this diagram. Looking at the left side labeling, we studied that tooth is differentiated into three parts, that is crown, then neck and the root. On the right side labeling, we have seen that the white portion is that we can see is known as the enamel. After that there comes the dentine, which is secreted by the odontoblast cells. Okay, then in between there is the pulp cavity or a pulp chamber, alright, where the blood vessels are there and the nerve fibers. Then we are having the root canal, alright, and the periodontal layer is there. So that was all, and the aperture you can see, the root apex. Okay, now the dentition in human beings. Okay, so if we see one jaw and its half portion, okay, from one side if you see, we are having two incisors, that is, okay, they are chisel like teeth, alright, for knowing the food. Then number of canines we are having, that is 1. In carnivores they are well developed for tearing of the flesh. Okay, then we are having 2 premolars and 3 molars. The sum total of these 4 categories of teeth make 8. Okay, now we know that as we have taken the fourth portion of our whole teeth, so for one jaw multiplying by 2 it becomes 16, and since we are having two jaws, the upper one and the lower one, 16 plus 16 makes it total as 32. Alright, and on various bases we have already differentiated that humans are having diphyodonts, thecodont, okay, heterodont and the bunodont, that we already covered in the lecture 1, so we are not studying that part here. That was all for this video. If you are having any queries or the doubt, you are free to post it in the comment box below. And if the video is beneficial, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe this channel. Thank you.